Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this video. This is Julian from the 70s channel, T-Rex and Bowie. I do apologize about the light in this video shining on the CDs, but I can't do nothing about that. Well, welcome to the video, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're well today. And this video is going to be 10 glam rock albums ranked. 10 glam rock albums ranked. Very difficult, but I've chose the ones that I grew up with in the 1970s. Around about 72, I was a lot older than 6 and 5 years old. So I was actually not quite old, but very young at school, but a lot older than 5 and 6. I say that because some people have said when I've watched other videos, we'll talk about that later on. I'll tell you what I feel about glam rock. Glam rock is fun. It's this band here are coming in at number 10. The Glitter Band are number 10 to me because very affectionate was Angel Face. I loved Angel Face. When I heard that in 1974, I thought, wow, this is a great record. Of course, they broke away from Gary Glitter. They said, well, let's do a couple of singles on our own. And what singles they were as well. You got Just For You, Let's Get Together Again, The Tears I Cried. And they dressed. If you... I'm going to put a video up soon of the Glitter Band. If you ever seen them on Top of the Pops, they dressed with glitter in all over them. The glitter suits, the platform shoes. It was real. They really are a good glam rock band. After the big hitters, I would say they came along after the big hitters. So at number 10, it's the Glitter Band. 10 albums, 10 acts. That's what this video is about. It's about ranking 10 glam rock albums. 10 glam rock albums, 10 glam rock acts. These are my go-to glam rock acts. So we just had the Glitter Band at number 10. So coming in at number 9, I first heard this band in 1973 and a song called Dynamite. Absolutely a glam rock classic. I love Dynamite. I think Dynamite is one of my favorite glam rock songs of all time. The only sadness about Dynamite is I'm not allowed to play it on YouTube. Many of you, if you've watched my channel for a while, you've seen me do glam rock charts. I've done them from 71, 72, 73, 74. I've done glam rock top 10s. I've done everything. But the one song that YouTube seems to say, you can't play this one, is Dynamite. And I think Dynamite is one of the best songs I've ever heard in my life. I love Dynamite. My second favorite Mud record is Rocket. I loved seeing Mud perform Rocket on Top of the Pops, dressed all in green. And then you have the fantastic Tiger Feet, which reached number 1. And Oh Boy was another one, but that was later on. The Cat Crept In, and Moonshine Sally. So, Dynamite had 3 number 1s in the 70s. Fantastic stuff. I should be speaking. Actually, this is a glam rock album ranking, not a glam rock band ranking. This is a glam rock album ranking. And so at number 10, and acts as well, it's the favorite ones that I listened to in the 70s, because I don't regard Cockney Rebel and Lou Reed and even Mott the Hoople, I don't think they're glam rock. To me, when I was a kid in 72, and I told you I was a lot older than 6, I never really was into Mott the Hoople at all. I was not into the bands I'm showing you today are the bands that I was into. I was just because David Bowie gave all the young dudes to Mott the Hoople. That means they're glam. I considered Mott the Hoople more of a rock and psychedelic band. You know, Honolulu Boogie. It's got a glam feel to it, and Roll Away the Stone, but I don't see them as glam rock. So number 10 was the Glitter Band, and I got to tell you that the album that I showed you with the Glitter Band is the Glitter Band's Ultimate Glitter Band's Greatest Hits, and Mud's Greatest Hits at number 9. You've got to have these in your collection. So coming in at number 8 is Alice Cooper and his Greatest Hits. These are the songs you've got to have in your collection. These are the songs that I was listening to in the 70s. And boy, did this guy, Alice Cooper, American, by the way, but he joined in on the glam rock thing pretty quick, didn't he? With School's Out. School's Out, a real glam rock classic. I love School's Out. Looking at Alice Cooper on Top of the Pops with that long black hair and makeup on and that sword and pulling that girl's hair. School's Out, really cool track. I love that. That was a number 1 song in 1972. It fitted alongside Slade and Sweet and T-Rex. It fitted alongside them pretty well. And then we had No More Mr. Nice Guy, which I love, and Elected in 73. I love that one. And Hello Hooray and Teenage Lament. Yeah, Alice Cooper. He comes in at number 8. This is the album to get Alice Cooper's Greatest Hits. It's ranked right here on the 70s channel at number 8. Okay, I'm sorry about the light in this video. Hope you're well, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're doing okay today. If you are doing okay, hit the thumbs up for this video. And tell me what you was doing in 1971, 72, 73 and 74. Was you enjoying the glam rock music like I was? Fantastic. I was out buying the singles in 1972, and my mum and dad brought me a whole load of singles for that Christmas in 72. They brought me a load of singles, Sweet, Gary Glitter, Slade, T-Rex. It was the best Christmas I've ever had. Okay, so we are at number 7. So just to recap, the Glitter Band's Greatest Hits, Mud's Greatest Hits, and Alice Cooper's Greatest Hits at number 10, 9, and 8. We're at number 7, and we go to Wizard. Wizard are at number 7, and yeah, See My Baby Jive. What a song that is. That's a real glam rock classic, See My Baby Jive. The only thing is it goes on slightly a bit long, but it's a glam rock classic. And then we had Angel Fingers, Roy with that element of glam rock, a great production. But I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day is a fantastic glam rock. I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day, real glam rock classic. I love it. So Roy Wood, Greatest Hits, A's and B-side. This is A's and B-sides, which is a really good compilation. You've got to get this in your collection. It's at number 7. We're up to number 6, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the glam rock ranked albums. These are ranked albums that I've showed you. So just to recap, the Glitter Band's Greatest Hits at number 10. At number 9 is Mud and their Greatest Hits. Then we had Alice Cooper at number 7. 10 was the Glitter Band. 9 was Mud. 8 was Alice Cooper. And 7 was Wizard. So we're up to number 6 now, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gary Glitter's Greatest Hits. I know some of you say, oh dear. Well, it is oh dear, but I'm not responsible for someone else's sins. Okay, what someone else does, they will be judged, and I'm not responsible for anyone's sins, and I'll leave it at that. Okay, people are responsible for their own sins. Okay, and I'll leave it at that. I'm just doing a glam rock album ranking, and Gary Glitter was a glam rock star. No matter what you say about him, he was a glam rock star. And I know there's people who are disgusted, and I am as well, but they still like the music. You know, I mean, there was a great load of glam rock singles coming from this artist who wasn't at that time. Well, I don't think he was, but I don't know, do I? I don't know the dark secrets of people. But Do You Want to Touch? I'm the leader of the gang. Hello, I'm back again. I didn't know I loved you till I saw you. Rock and Roll, and Rock and Roll Parts 1 and 2. Real glam rock songs in the 70s. And so this album, Gary Glitter's greatest hits, are at number 6. Top 5. This is a top 10 ranked glam rock albums. And I'll go for this one, for Suzi Quatro. She comes in at number 5. Love Suzi Quatro in the 70s. You know, Can the Can, number 1 song for Suzi. She followed it up with 48 Crash. And I like Daytona Demon as well. I love that one. That was the follow-up after 48 Crash. And then she still continued in 74 with Devilgate Drive, a real classic glam rock song. But Can the Can and 48 Crash is where it's happening. And the Wild One, I love the Wild One, back in 74 as well. So Suzi Quatro's greatest hits coming in at number 5, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this is Julian from the 70s channel. Hope you're well today. And this is a glam rock video of the glam rock albums and the glam rock acts. These are proper glam rock. What I'm doing today is proper glam rock. None of your Cockney Rebels and your Mott the Hooples and your Lou Reed. How can you have Lou Reed as a glam rock star? He's not glam rock. He'll never be glam rock. These ones I'm showing you today are the ones that I grew up with, and they're glam rock. Proper glam rock this is, ladies and gentlemen. This is glam rock at its best. Proper glam rock. I know that I've included the Shame star, Gary Glitter, but he was proper glam rock, and there's no doubt about it. So here we are with a proper glam rock today, ladies and gentlemen. These are the albums. If you're a glam rock fans, these are the proper glam rock albums. So we're up to number 4, and it's David Bowie and the best of David Bowie. You've got to have this in your collection. You've got to have all these ones I'm showing you. If you like glam rock, you've got to have these in your collection. I'm ranking them. So at number 4, it is David Bowie. And where do you start with David Bowie with the glam rock? Life on Mars, Starman, The Genie, Rebel, all glam rock songs. So David Bowie, the best of David Bowie, that's the album you need to get. And that's the one that comes in at number 4. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm ranking the 10 best glam rock albums of all time. And at number 10 is the Glitter Band's greatest hits. It's called Solid Silver, the ultimate glitter band. Number 9, we got The Best of Mud. At number 8, we got Alice Cooper's greatest hits. These are all the albums you need to get. These are all the albums I'm ranking. So 10 is the Glitter Band, Solid Silver, the ultimate glitter band album. Mud's The Best of Mud. Then the greatest hits of Alice Cooper. Then Wizard, the singles A's and B's. And then the best of Gary Glitter, the hits. And then Suzi Quatro, and then David Bowie. So the Glitter Band at number 10, Mud are at number 9, Alice Cooper are at number 8, and the Wizard are at number 7, Gary Glitter at number 6, Suzi Quatro. What do you think my number 1's going to be, ladies and gentlemen? Suzi Quatro is at number 5, and David Bowie, the best of David Bowie. And we had Suzi Quatro's greatest hits. We had the best of David Bowie at number 4. What do you think my number 1 glam rock album of all time is going to be on this video. What do you think it's going to be, ladies and gentlemen? So we're up to number 3, and I'm going to go with this one, The Sweet's Greatest Hits. And where do you start with The Sweet when it comes to glam rock? I know later on they went on to do much heavier things. I'm quite aware of that because there was 3 different stages of The Sweet in 71 when they were doing Coco and Funny Funny, more bubblegum music that was. And then they sort of like Andy got the guitar out and Wig Wham Bam is a lot heavier. That's when the glam rock started with Little Willie as well. So we had Wig Wham Bam, Little Willie, Hellraiser, the Ballroom Blitz, and Blockbuster, their number 1 song. So they're the big glam rocks songs for The Sweet, the Blockbuster, and Teenage Rampage as well, the Ballroom Blitz. Here they are, the Ballroom Blitz, Blockbuster, Teenage Rampage, Wig Wham Bam, Fox on the Run, Hellraiser, and there we go. And Little Willie, of course. Little Willie, that's the glam rock period The Sweet were under. Then they went on to much heavier things. But that's for another video, ladies and gentlemen, because this video is a glam rock video. If you're going to buy a glam rock album by The Sweet, buy this one. It's simply called, it's called The Ballroom Hits, the very best of The Sweet. And that's ranked at number 3, ladies and gentlemen. What's my number 1? The Sweet are number 3. Okay, in my opinion, the 2 best bands, the 2 best glam rock bands of all time are Slade, and I'll get to the other one when we've done Slade. Slade are the best glam rock. Sweet were glam rock, but they went on to other things. They went on to, Live for Today and Los Angeles, a much heavier sound. They abandoned the glam rock, but we're talking about at the time the best glam rock bands, in my opinion, are Slade and someone else, which I'll tell you about as we get there. So Slade are at number 2. It's going to be this album, Sladeist. I'm not sure if this is a remastered album, but this is the one to get. This was a number 1 for Slade, this one here. It's got Come On Feel the Noise, Look What You Done, all glam rock classics these. Goodbye to Jane. And then it's got some other ones like One Way Hotel, Squeeze Me, Please Me, Pork Hill. So you've got other Shape of Things to Come. You've got other ones there if you like Slade. But let's talk about the glam rock ones. Come On Feel the Noise, absolute glam rock classic. Goodbye to Jane, glam rock classic. Squeeze Me, Please Me, glam rock classic. 'Cause I Love You, yeah, it's glam rock, but it was much better. Mama We're All Crazy Now, my favourite glam rock song from the Slade. Mama We're All Crazy Now is my favourite of all time. It always has been, and it always will be. Mama We're All Crazy Now, top drawer, right in the top drawer. Slade, top drawer, glam rock band. So I just turned it over. I'm sorry about the light's shining on it. But this is the album to get. I showed you the track listing of this album. This was a number 1 album in the 70s, I think 1972. So this is the number 1 album. I think this album actually, it might be another one, but I'm not sure. It kept the Beatles compilation, the Red and Blues, off the top of the charts. This was a number 1 album, this one here. It's a pity on this one. There are some other ones that have got the Merry Christmas, the Slade big Christmas song, because I love that one. That's a real glam rock classic. But this is the album, because you got those B-sides on it. And if you're a Slade fan, you're going to get this one. This is a classic album to get. It's ranked number 2 in my list. Number 2 in my list. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're up to number 1. And it's T-Rex. Yeah, T-Rex. I think Slade and T-Rex are the best glam rock bands of all time. There's no doubt about it. Slade and T-Rex are the best. You look at their hits. Slade, 6 number ones. They had number 3s and number 2s. So did T-Rex. They were so unlucky. They should have matched Slade. But, you know, some of their hits like Jeepster, Getting Stuck Behind Grandad, and what Solid Gold, Easy Action, Getting Stuck Behind Longhead, Lover from Liverpool. What's the other number 2? They had another number 2 which should have got to number 1. Was it Ride a White Swan? Should have been number 1, that one. Probably Stuck Behind Ernie's Fastest Milk Cart in the West. So T-Rex were very unlucky with number 2s. A bit like, but they had number 1s as well, 4 number 1s. Telegram Sam, Metaguru, they're all on here. Get It On, Hot Love, they're all on here. So, yeah, T-Rex, the number 1 band for me. T-Rex and Slade, the number 1 bands. But you got 20th Century Boy, Metaguru, I Love to Boogie, New York City, Telegram Sam, Hot Love, Ride a White Swan, Get It On. Oh, this is phenomenal, really. The run of records that Mark had: Children of the Revolution, Jeepster, The Groover. Is there any Solid Gold, Easy Action? This is as good as the Beatles, Teenage Dream, all the run of hit singles that Mark had at the time, just one after the other. It was just an unbelievable time to grow up. Glam rock is the best, ladies and gentlemen. I love glam rock. That run of songs that I just pointed out to you, you know, 20th Century Boy, Metaguru, I Love to Boogie, New York City, Telegram Sam, Hot Love, Ride a White Swan, Get It On, Jeepster. My God, is there another artist that's got a run of singles like this? The Groover, Truck on Tyke, Solid Gold, Easy Action. Mark's the best. Mark Bolan, T-Rex are my number 1 ranked album. And this is the one to get. It's the Ultimate Collection. The Ultimate Collection, and it's got a couple of others on there, like we don't hear of, like Plateau Skull was a previously unreleased song. You got other good songs like Light of Love and Soul of My Suit. 1 Inch Rock is on there. So, and Deborah's on there as well. So it's fantastic. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Drop me it in the comments and tell me what you think. I'll just give a rundown of the ranked albums. So at number 10, it's the Glitter Band, the Ultimate Glitter Band album to get. The Best of Mud at number 9. At number 8 was Alice Cooper's Greatest Hits. At number 7, the A's and B-sides of Wizard. At number 6, the Best of Gary Glitter. And number 5 was Suzi Quattro's Greatest Hits. At number 4, all ranked these. These are the ranking best glam rock albums. At number 4, the Best of Bowie. At number 3, the Ballroom Blitz, the very best of Sweet. And then Sladist, a number 1 album for Slade at number 2. And then the Ultimate Collection of T-Rex. That is my 10 ranked glam rock albums and groups of all time. I hope you enjoyed it, ladies and gentlemen. Until the next video, take care.